Welcome back. We're now going to be making our Costa Rican lunch. And like I said before, we're going to, of course, have our beans and rice. And this is going to be beans and rice, a little bit of chicken that I just cut up. It's about one chicken cutlet, about this big, and then a clove of garlic. I'm only going to use about half of the clove of garlic. So first things first, we'll cut up the garlic, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take the beans and rice and the chicken, and we're going to put it in a pan. But we want to make sure that the chicken's all cooked. So we're going to mince this garlic, bring it over to the pan, put it in the pan with a little bit of olive oil, and then we're going to put the chicken in, and we're going to cook it most of the way through. And then once it's almost cooked on both sides, we are going to add these. So there's our half of a clove of garlic. Once it's cooked most of the way, we're going to add the beans and rice so that there's some nice flavor to it. So let's go on over here. I'll put you right there. Hopefully it doesn't shake too much. For some reason it keeps shaking on me. There we go. And we'll add, it's just a little bit of garlic. I really don't want too much of a garlic taste to the, oops, it's all stuck to the knife. I don't want too much of a garlic taste to the chicken because I want it really to be centered mostly around the beans and rice and the flavor associated with that. So add a little bit of olive oil. We're sort of running low on it. And then I'll turn this on. Get it pretty warm. It's also storming outside, so hopefully the power doesn't go out right in the middle of me cooking this. That wouldn't be fun. So we'll grab the chicken, and the olive oil is pretty hot now. The garlic's in there. So I'm now gonna just add the chicken. And you know, this chicken will be relatively plain, until we add the beans and rice. But if you want to add any other kind of spice or anything, go ahead and do so. I don't really think that something like paprika is something that people in Costa Rica would really use that much. But feel free to add whatever you would like. So use your own imagination with it. So you want to sort of just move the chicken around, and then once it starts to get white on one side, flip it over. You want to cook it pretty evenly. And just be careful because the olive oil will start to bubble up, and it will maybe splatter a little bit. Make sure the garlic doesn't all stay in one place. You want to get that in with the chicken to get the little bit of flavoring that we want. Now I'm going to add the beans and rice because the chicken is mostly cooked. And you want to, I'm just sort of trying to cover all the pan so that it'll stop splattering me. So there we go. And now we can just mix all this up. If it looks a little bit dry, then definitely add a tiny bit more olive oil. That way it'll stay a little bit more, I hate using the word moist, but really that's what comes to mind here, moist. And again, you do want that chicken to be cooked. It's going to be, you know, bright white. Oh, and you can turn it up now at this point since you got the beans and rice in there, and you want to heat that up. And that's actually the rest of the beans and rice from earlier in the week that we used. That packet definitely makes a lot of it. We have one more packet. I'll be using that for dinner tonight. And who knows, maybe we'll use it in another meal. So, and what I'm finding is that the chicken isn't really cooking too well if it's sitting on top of those beans and rice. So you want to push it down, sort of get it onto the pan there. That way that pink will go away. So I've been cooking this for about 2-3 minutes now. The chicken has been on for probably about 4 or 5. And I would just keep stirring it around until it's basically ready. Okay, so in total the chicken's been on there for about 7 minutes, 8 minutes now. And it is cooked all the way through. I've sort of cut into it, and you can see that. You don't want it to be too dry. So I'm going to turn it off. I don't need this. turn it off now. Beans and rice are definitely very hot. And you can tell that the flavor's gotten into it because the chicken is sort of, I don't want to say burnt. It's a little crispy on the outside. You can see that there. Looks nice. Smells great. And that's just about it. Now, of course, you can bread the chicken. You could put a little bit of breading on beforehand, cook it up, and then put the beans and rice in right before that's done. Really, it's up to you. I like it better this way. Just add a little bit of salt and pepper, and there you have it. So I'll stick it on a plate, and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, so here's the final product. Chicken, beans, and rice. That's just about all it takes for a Costa Rican lunch if you want to make one. So I will see you later for dinner. If you'd like to see the recipe, I have the entire recipe down in the bottom in the description, along with the ingredients and everything that you have to do to prepare it. Also, follow my Instagram at college_eats101. I have pictures of all the food and what each of the meals actually is. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.